Hey guys, we're jumping into this YouTube video again with another episode of my podcast, All Things Love and Intimacy. So you're going to get to see the raw, uncut version of me recording this podcast. You're going to hear the intro, and then I'll talk a little bit about rebuilding intimacy and building sexual confidence. I'm Katie Ziskind. I own Wisdom Within Counseling and Coaching, and I'm specialized in relationship coaching for distant, disconnected couples that struggle with sexual intimacy. Welcome to another episode of All Things Love and Intimacy. I'm your host, Katie Ziskind. I'm a relationship coach and I'm a sex and intimacy specialist. So that means I specialize with distant, frustrated couples that struggle with sexual rejection and sexual avoidance and emotional disconnection. So if you're struggling to get the love you want, to get your needs met, and to talk about your sexual desires in a confident, playful way, I would love to help you rebuild that sense of connection and playfulness in your relationship. You can learn more about working with me at wisdomwithinct.com. That's wisdomwithinct.com. In this episode of All Things Love and Intimacy, we are going to continue the conversation regarding sexual confidence and improving sexual intimacy. So when we look at sexual confidence, it's not something that we are taught growing up. So we're taught about math, we're taught about science, we're taught about subjects in school that are socially appropriate, and we may have gotten a 5-minute sexual education class about bodies, right? We may have been told about puberty, but we often don't get sex-positive education in our culture. If anything, in our culture, we get handed sexual shame, sexual fear, sexual anxiety, and guilt. So rebuilding sexual confidence is a process both with yourself and with your partner or partners. And we can talk about some techniques that help improve your physical intimacy in your relationship. So body image issues play a huge role in sexual confidence. So a lot of times, for instance, a female or a vulva owner feels self-critical. So we're told to be a certain weight or a certain shape or to lose weight or to gain weight or to not look that certain way or look more like what you see on social media or look what the models look like. And these are very negative images that we're given. And these are all for you to buy an advertisement. So you have to think of this as marketing. Some company somewhere wants you to feel badly about yourself, so you buy something. So you buy some type of, thing to make your stomach look smaller. Or you buy some pill to make your vagina smell like strawberries, right? These are marketing scams. You don't have to change anything about your body. The way your body smells, the way your body looks, the amount of weight that you are on your body is totally a beautiful thing. In order for you to receive sexual pleasure, we have to accept ourselves. We have to say, I love myself. I love myself just the way I am. I love the shape of my hips. I love the look of my belly. I love my face. I love my eyelashes. I love the way my shoulders, my chest, my butt, my feet, every part about me I love. I love and accept it. I am beautiful inside and out. And we also have to come in and we have to say the scent is good, because a lot of women are taught or fear their own scent of their vulva and their vagina. And so this can lead to things like saying, if you're a female, you don't want your partner to eat you out or to provide oral sex on you because you're so incredibly self-conscious that you smell bad. So a lot of women fear or don't like the smell of their own vulva. And so we have to say, I love my scent. I love the scent of my vagina. My vagina smells organic. My vulva smells beautiful. This is a natural, amazing scent. And this has pheromones that my partner really finds arousing. And understanding that your vulva is not intended to smell like walking into Bath and Body Works. It is not intended to smell like fake perfume. Your vulva has a sense of cleanliness itself. It's a self-cleaning organ. It's a self-cleaning area. So we can thank your body for having such incredible natural processes. And you're making sure you're having your prebiotics, which is like healthy fiber, and your probiotics, which is like yogurt, kombucha, raw sauerkraut, kind of all of these fermented foods, kimchi, right? So we're having natural, good nutrition. And we also really need to focus on just building that self-acceptance and that positive body image. So if you don't believe that you look good, if you can't view yourself as a sexy being, it's going to be super hard to let that go in a partner experience. So it's really important to be like, look in the mirror naked. If you are a female, hold a handheld mirror up to your vulva or your vagina and just really look at your genital area. Look at your lips, look at your clitoris, look at your body and just be like, wow, I am amazing. I have a fabulous, amazing vulva and it smells good and I love the way it looks, and we have to get used to this. We have to stand naked in a mirror and say, I am gorgeous. There is no one like me in this world. So I want to have you harness more of a positive body image, because there is so much cultural weight on having a negative body image, right? And we have to think that your body, like male, female, any gender, whatever gender queer, whatever body type you have or body you have, whatever culture you are, whatever ethnicity you are, whatever age you are, your body is a container for your spirit, this amazing mind, this intelligent mind, for your creative thoughts. Your body is your home. So it's really important to take good care of your body and be kind to your body. That might mean giving yourself a soothing foot rub for 5 or 10 minutes before you go to bed at night. That might mean when you're in a mirror, just, quickly brushing your teeth saying, I'm really proud to be me, right? And you can even do a journal entry where you write down 10 things you love about yourself mentally and 10 things you love about your body. It could even just be, wow, I love the shape of my toes. They remind me of my grandma's toes and walking barefoot on the beach with her. And, I'm carrying on these cool, unique toes that are in my family legacy, right? It can just be building positivity in a fun way. Because so often we're taught to compare ourselves to someone else or measure up to what we see in pornography. And I really want to help you start to push away those thoughts and start to harness self-love, self-acceptance, and compassion. Because positive body image directly relates to self-confidence in terms of your sexuality, and that improves the intimacy in your relationship. Because going into a sexual experience with your partner, if you have these negative thoughts about yourself, it's going to be creating a block or a wall to being open to receive and giving. So understand that confidence is a form of self-acceptance, and it's attractive. Confidence is attractive in and of itself. Being your authentic self means accepting yourself as you are. If you have a scar, I work a lot with women who have had C-sections or scars, or you've been in a car accident that wasn't your fault and someone hit you and now you have all these scars on your body. Like, just love your body. You have stories. All those scars have stories, and you have grown from all that you've been through. So it's so important to say to yourself, wow, I have risen from these experiences, and harness that sense of empowerment around a positive body image. So sexual confidence improves your physical intimacy in your relationship, and one way to do that is to practice self-acceptance and talk about what you love about your body in a compassionate, supportive way. Be your own best friend. Another piece to improving sexual confidence and improving sexual intimacy in your relationship is practicing mindfulness. So mindfulness is having your mind and body connected. Oftentimes we are in a go, go, go society where you are driving this place, getting this errand done. You are on a hamster wheel your whole day. And so we're not really mindful. We're just getting that to-do list done. Mindfulness is actually a practice of slowing down. Mindfulness is about tuning into your breath and knowing when you're breathing in, and really your mind is connected to that in-breath and connected to your out-breath. Mindfulness meditations can help you learn how to stay in the present moment. So when you're in a sexual experience, you may have a thought fly into your mind, oh, I forgot to pack the kids' lunches. Or a thought may fly into your mind like, oh man, I really should be paying that bill right now. You're right. So we want to practice mindfulness and mindful breathing in like daily life, and then also in sexual experiences. So one way to be mindful is to focus on the sensations of the present moment. So if I were to be mindful right now, one sensation I would focus on is the feeling of my feet in my slippers. So my slippers are kind of fuzzy on the inside. I really love fuzzy things. It's just one of the textures that I like. And so I have bare feet, and they're inside really fuzzy slippers, and I can feel the texture of that soft, soothing fuzz. So notice right now what your feet are touching. If your feet are in socks, what's it like to feel the socks on your feet? Or if your feet are barefoot, what's it like to feel the air on your toes and on the tops and the soles of your feet? Notice what your feet are touching. And just start to become aware of your toes, the feeling around your toes. Maybe you can feel, a blister if you've recently gone hiking and there's a sore area on your foot. And you're just kind of feeling, maybe you have like a little toe cramp sometimes and you're just kind of stretching out your toes. Just become aware of your feet for a moment. And this little mindfulness practice has just drawn your mind into your body and helped you connect your mind and body. And that helps you be in the present moment. So you can do the same thing in a sexual experience to build sexual confidence. So you can feel your partner's lips kissing your neck. You can feel the warmth and wetness of their tongue and their saliva on your neck. You can feel how that warmth might even spark thoughts of, wow, what would it be like for my partner to bring this warmth and kissing to other areas of my body, like my belly, my nipples, my arms, my genitals, my earlobes. What does this feel like, this warmth and wetness? There's a sense of mindful curiosity. And so in a present moment, when your mind's present in a sexual experience, that brings you right to those sensations. So instead of being mentally on your to-do list, you are right in the moment with your partner, feeling that pleasure in your body, breathing into that sensation of excitement and erotic energy. And that enhances the intimacy and the connection between you and your partner. So being mindful and being present builds more pleasure. It increases the pleasure that you are capable of feeling because it creates a positive feedback loop. Your partner, let's say, is doing something to your body that's giving you intense pleasure. And by being in tune with that feeling in your body and that sensation, you have a sound. A sound comes out, a feeling comes out, your eyelids flutter, your legs quiver, your body starts to writhe in pleasure. And then that mindfulness that you're in that moment makes your partner experience more pleasure because they're seeing how much they're turning you on. Your partner can have more pleasure and confidence because, you're being able to let go and breathe into that present moment, and you're both exchanging the sense of love with each other. And your partner can see your reactions, and that can really bring them a sense of joy and excitement. So there's this beautiful positive feedback loop when you're both mindful, and that improves sexual confidence, and it also improves physical intimacy in your relationship. Now, another really important piece to practicing and improving your sexual confidence is self-care. So self-care is very important because this is about monitoring and being attuned to your own needs. So, if you're too hungry, you won't be able to get sexually aroused. And if you're really, really overly full and have eaten too much food, you also will struggle with tiredness and lethargy, and you won't be able to be sexually aroused. If you have too little sleep, sleep is a huge factor in sexual arousal. Studies show that a good night of sleep improves the ability to be turned on and sexually aroused. So if you are struggling with sleeplessness, that can play a role in sexual frustration and sexual avoidance. So take care of yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally. This means that you're communicating with your partner when you need some support or need reassurance from them. If you need to exercise, practice yoga, that can be a wonderful thing to do on a regular basis. Exercise, joyful movement, dancing, these can all be wonderful ways to improve the endorphins and the dopamine in your brain. Exercise also helps you arrive in your body, coming back to mindfulness. So a gentle yoga class can just be a wonderful way to stretch your muscles and build a little bit of strength. Create routines around your physical activity. So find things that you enjoy. I personally love to go to a yoga class every Sunday morning, and I've recently been getting into country line dancing. So it's a free class and it's super fun. They teach you the steps and you get a little aerobic activity in there. But I really love it. I love dancing, and it's not for everyone, but you got to find your thing. I was playing pickleball a few months ago, and that was really fun social activity. And I was learning. I was very new at first, and it was kind of funny when I would try to hit it and the ball would just go right past my pickleball racket, and I would just laugh at myself. But you get better. Little here, little there. You get better over time. But it's about enjoying the movement. It's about enjoying that practice of exercise as a form of self-care. So get enough rest, go to bed at a regular time, wake up at a regular time, create consistency, have regular nutritious meals. Nutrition is a very big part of self-care. So, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, wheat berries, farro, rye berries, barley, millet, these whole grains are really important. 100% whole wheat pasta if you're going to have pasta. Slow burning carbs. And really enjoying, the full rainbow of fresh fruits and veggies every single day. Every time you eat, you want to have some fruit, some veggies, some real things that you have to cut up. And, having the beans are great fiber, having grass-fed local meat if you're eating meat. But really having nutritious foods that your body can digest. Growing your own food, having a little garden can be wonderful. And also practicing stress-reducing activities. So if you have a high-stress job, you got to pull back a little bit. You have to have time to soak in your bathtub, have a little Epsom salt bath, or just kind of soothe your mind, to get a massage or give and receive massages with your partner. Have kind of calming, stress-reducing activities built into your life. It's really important. Just as much as completing that to-do list or achieving a new goal, stress-reducing activities are going to help you feel your best and bring out your authentic self, which boosts self-confidence and physical intimacy. When it comes to improving sexual confidence, another piece that we need to talk about is emotional vulnerability. And I go into this on a lot of my podcasts because emotional vulnerability is the core of emotional bonding. So emotional vulnerability is the emotional connection side. We don't get taught about this. We get taught about math and science. We don't ever get taught what a feeling is, that we can feel things besides happiness and anger. Just to name some feelings. We have challenging feelings like rejection, abandonment, feeling ignored, feeling insignificant, feeling sad, hurt, betrayed, inferior, shameful, guilty, grief, loss, right? All of these feelings are very real. We also have feelings like humiliation, embarrassment. We have feelings of optimism, gratitude, excitement, anticipation, right? There are a range of human emotions that are all normal and all valid to feel. And what's crazy is we never really think about naming them, right? So we can name the difference between a blueberry, a mandarin orange, and a banana, right? But some people can't name the difference between feeling attracted and passion for someone versus caring and that sense of connection in that way versus a sense of, enthusiasm or optimism, right? All of these are slightly different. Even within the realm of anger, there's a difference between jealousy and envy, and a difference between, being irritable and annoyed, right? There's a slight difference between, even in the sense of fear, anxiety, there's a difference between insecurity and inferiority or being inadequate, right? So there are slight differences in these emotions. So we want to work on improving naming and identifying those emotions and then sharing them. Because more often than not, we express anger and criticism to our partners when we are not feeling good. So we just know we don't feel good. We feel hot, we feel sweaty, we feel our heart rate increasing. There is imaginary steam coming out of your ears. And so we want to get really into those core emotions of talking about, wow, I feel really inadequate when you just said that to me. Or I'm actually feeling a sense of panic right now. Or, I'm feeling really sad and depressed, and I'm really actually disappointed. And, I got my hopes up about something, or, I'm actually struggling with rejection right now, and I wanted to tell you that I feel really sad and alone when you do this thing, right? And then we also want to talk about the exciting emotions, which is I feel a sense of passion. I feel passion for you when, right, what increases my desire for you is, right, and really being able to say, I'm going to express my fondness for you right now. What I really admire about you is this quality I admire is this, or, kind of building in that romantic, sensual, erotic, caring sense of, it's building excitement, it's building desire. We have to be able to talk about those things too. So being emotionally vulnerable is a key component in building sexual confidence and sexual intimacy in your relationship. So allow yourself to be seen, allow yourself to be vulnerable. And if you're feeling apprehensive about this, or it has not gone well in the past when you two are alone, I specialize in helping couples become emotionally vulnerable and increase emotional bonding and connection. So that's something I can help you do in sessions. And I can ensure it goes well. And being emotionally vulnerable deepens your connection, and it fosters a relational environment where you both feel safe and both feel a sense of security when it comes to expressing your needs and your desires, and then being seen, comforted, and heard. So this is a really, really key piece to sexual confidence and having an amazing sex life. So be vulnerable, dig deeper than anger, and if you need help expressing your needs and getting reassurance and comfort and security from your partner, I would love to help you do so. So these were some tips for building sexual confidence, which is a lifelong journey, and it's built in little small moments over time. And also embracing yourself as a unique, amazing human being. And it's really important to be patient, gentle, and compassionate with yourself during this journey. Expressing your sexuality is a slow process. A caterpillar doesn't become a butterfly overnight. There's a slow journey of self-discovery and, a little bit here, a little bit there. So remember that it's great to celebrate the small successes that you have over time as you try new things and as you step into this new realm of sexual confidence and sexual intimacy. If you enjoyed this podcast, I would love if you scroll down on whichever platform you're listening to click and leave a 5-star review. You can leave words or just click the stars, but if you're leaving words, write 1 or 2 things that you really liked about this podcast when it comes to improving sexual confidence and embracing your own unique, erotic, playful, romantic, and sensual energy. If you're looking for relationship coaching or help improving your sex life, your emotional bond or emotional security, and intimacy as a whole, both emotionally and sexually, I would love to support you. I help distant couples who are stuck in an avoidant or frustrating cycle around sex build emotional connection, build emotional security to then improve sexual desire and physical intimacy. So you can book your phone consult to work with me and find a lot of resources on my website at wisdomwithinct.com. That's wisdomwithinct.com.